Birds are chirping, flowers are blooming, and the weather is heating up. It's finally official. Birds are flying south, flowers are dying, and the weather is getting cold. It's finally official. All joking aside, Capcom has given us a final official release date for the long-awaited free, yes, still free to everyone with the game, Resident Evil 7 Not a Hero DLC, and it will be December 12th of this year. So let's take a look at the official announcement, all the new juicy screenshots, and find out what is happening with Chris Redfield and New Umbrella in the real ending of
Resident Evil 7.
At the end of Resident Evil 7, some weird skinny guy saves the day.
I'm Redfield.
And, as in all Resident Evil endings, a helicopter flies off into the sunset. However, with the release of the new DLC, that is no longer going to be the official ending of the game. Instead, we are transported back to the ground where the Thin Man, classic Resident Evil character Chris Redfield, is ready to clean up the remainder of the mess and sell some more copies of the game to those who claim RE7 isn't Resident Evil. According to Capcom, Not a Hero is a different flavor of survival horror with an arsenal of tactical weaponry. That doesn't sound like the awesome return to isolated survival horror that the original game was praised for. That sounds like Resident Evil 6 confirmed. In Not a Hero, we get to play the game as Chris Redfield. Chris, with the help of one or several of his New Umbrella pals, will head back into the underground mines, possibly through this locked door, blasting his way through enemies. From the sound of things, there may be teamwork involved. If so, would it be tactical like Rainbow Six, or just some dudes helping you out like in Resident Evil 6? The plot of the story wasn't explained in depth, but we assume that Umbrella is there to face off against Lucas Baker, who escaped from the plantation during the events of RE7.
We've had reports he's in the abandoned mine south of the property. I'm gonna go have a look. Orders are shoot to kill. Repeat, shoot to kill.
So what traps and mechanical weapons does Lucas have in store for us? Will there be puzzles? Probably not tapes, right? And what is Lucas going to mutate into? His mom and dad did, so we are guessing the same will happen to him as he becomes a boss. He may have broken away from Evie, but he was never cured. It's got to be something big if he's gonna defend himself from an armed group of mercenaries. And Lucas was working for someone else.
However, we did find several encrypted messages from the baker's son Lucas to an unknown third party. You can probably guess who that was.
No, I couldn't guess. Tell me, was it Wesker? Who is it? Tell us, Not a Hero.
We shall meet again before the conclusion of this drama.
Maybe that third party is leading another army of mercenaries from the company that created Evelyn, and they are also searching for Lucas. Could this game turn into Call of Duty? Or worse, Umbrella Corps 2? Umbrella vs. Tentsu?
Now you're just being rude!
No matter who we fight, the game will have new weapons, an arsenal as Capcom described, but so far we only know of one new gun, the new super powerful Albert O2, the Wesker-inspired Thor's Hammer shotgun. I wonder what other new weapons we'll get. Grenades? Remote mines? What do you think? And who needs weapons if you've got boulder punching strength? You can now punch the molded. Capcom confirmed on their website that if you stun a molded, you can then do a hand-to-hand attack. Chris Redfield bashing time. We can't punch them all, and the new screenshots show a bunch of molded who may be attacking in waves. But we are also promised at least one new kind of enemy. Will it be a mold? What other creature could it be? Human mercenaries? We might end up finding a poison mold that emits toxic gas. We know there will be a gas mask that we can put on to breathe, and it is rumored that we'll have to find oxygen tanks to refuel our air. The brand new on-screen display will show us how many bullets we have remaining, how much health we have, and our oxygen. What other kind of mechanics or tactical equipment do you expect to see? These new mechanics are interesting and different, but how will fans take to them?
There's a lot more to bioterrorism than we thought.
That's a lot of new features and content to handle, but there is really one important thing. When the game comes to an end and we see the true intended ending of RE7, what will we learn about what took place? What's the deal with the new seemingly good Umbrella? How did Chris Redfield get connected with them? What happened to Ethan and Mia? Who is the evil company? How is Wesker involved? Just kidding, but not really. And what mysteries will they ignore? Will Chris die? I don't know about you, but I'm excited to find out. And in December, we will all finally get to see what happens at the end of
Resident Evil 7.
Crimson Army. Are you excited about Not a Hero and a possible increase in action? Let me know in the comments, like the vid, and click the subscribe icon to stay on top of all the latest news and the newest theories on Not a Hero and Resident Evil 7.